75 kilograms, almost the weight of a human being, a gigantic book that is said to have been completed in a single night. And at its very center, a face that has remained in people's memories for more than 800 years. A monk, a vow, and a legend that has been told for over 8 centuries. 800 years have passed, yet the mystery surrounding this book continues to fascinate people. Tonight, we are following its trail. Before we begin, if you're fascinated by history, mysteries, and lost civilizations, don't forget to subscribe to Chasing the Truth and leave a like on this video. Every week we explore the most mysterious events and forgotten secrets of the past. Now, let's uncover the mystery behind this extraordinary manuscript that has been debated for over 800 years. It rests behind thick glass in the quiet halls of the National Library of Sweden. Even under dim lighting, it doesn't look like an ordinary book. As you get closer, the first thing you notice is its size, then its weight, and finally the stories that have surrounded it for centuries. What stands before you is not just an ancient manuscript. Its pages, its binding, and its enormous size leave a lasting impression. 75 kilograms, nearly 90 centimeters tall, one of the largest surviving medieval manuscripts ever created. Its name is Codex Gigas, but many people know it by another name, the Devil's Bible. That name comes from a single page located at the very center of the book, a page that has captured people's attention for centuries. The early 1200s, the monastery of Podlajice, in what is now the Czech Republic. Life moved quietly within its cold stone walls. A monk named Herman, a religious member of the monastery, broke one of its rules. Exactly what he did remains unknown. The only thing known for certain is that he faced an extremely severe punishment. According to legend, Herman was to be executed by being sealed alive inside a wall. In response, he made one final request. He promised to create a magnificent book that would bring everlasting fame to the monastery. And he vowed to finish it in just a single night. According to the story, his offer was accepted. Night fell. As candlelight flickered across the stone walls, Herman began to write. Hour after hour, time slipped away. Completing a book of this size in one night seemed impossible. According to the legend, by sunrise the book was finished. There is no historical evidence confirming the story that Herman made a pact with the devil. Most historians believe this tale emerged as a medieval legend, and there, at the very center of the book, was a striking full-page illustration. Horns, claws, a forked tongue, and empty eyes staring directly ahead. On the opposite page stood an illustration of a heavenly city. That remarkable image became one of the main reasons why the manuscript eventually became known as the Devil's Bible. Centuries passed, the book was examined again and again. Every page was carefully studied. Its handwriting was compared. Its ink was analyzed. According to experts, nearly the entire manuscript appears to have been written by a single person. The handwriting remained remarkably consistent from beginning to end. The shape of the letters, the spacing between the lines, the writing style, all showed an extraordinary level of consistency. Studies of the ink revealed results that closely matched the known ink recipes of the medieval period. Clear traces of iron and carbon were identified. Yet the conclusion reached by most experts was clear. Writing a book of this size in a single night would have been nearly impossible. Most specialists believe the manuscript was produced over many years. Some estimates suggest that the writing process may have taken more than 20 years. Scientific studies do not support the legend that it was completed in a single night. Yet they have not erased the mystery surrounding the book. Why was it made on such an enormous scale? Why was an entire page devoted to that unusual illustration? And why does it differ so greatly from almost every other medieval manuscript? Even today, those questions remain unanswered. Centuries passed. The book was examined again and again. Every page was carefully studied. Its handwriting was compared. Its ink was analyzed. According to experts, almost the entire manuscript appears to have been written by the same person. The handwriting remains remarkably consistent from beginning to end. The shape of the letters, the spacing between the lines, the overall writing style, they all remain strikingly similar. Studies of the ink showed that it closely matches the known ink recipes of that period. Traces of iron and carbon were clearly identified. However, experts reached one common conclusion. Writing a book of this size in a single night would have been virtually impossible. Most experts believe the manuscript was produced over many years. Some estimates suggest that completing it took more than 20 years. Scientific studies do not support the claim that the entire book was written in a single night. Yet they have not completely erased the mystery. Why was the book made on such a massive scale? Why was an entire page devoted to that striking illustration? And why is it unlike almost every other medieval manuscript? Even today, there is no definitive answer. The book contains approximately 310 pages. Each page is made from carefully prepared parchment. It is estimated that around 160 animal hides were used to produce them. Studies suggest that many of the pages may have been made from donkey skin. Other researchers believe that some pages may have been made from calf or young cattle hides. Thanks to the careful preparation of the parchment, the pages have remained in remarkably good condition for more than 800 years. Inside the manuscript are sacred texts, ancient medical knowledge, historical records, different alphabets, and many other writings from the Middle Ages. Yet one single page overshadows everything else. The full-page illustration at the center of the book. Over time, the manuscript was moved between different monasteries. Later, it became part of royal collections. It survived wars. It changed hands. And eventually, it arrived in Sweden. In 1697, a massive fire broke out at the royal palace in Stockholm. In an effort to save it, officials threw the Codex Gigas from a third-floor window. The book survived with only minor damage. Today, the Codex Gigas is preserved at the National Library of Sweden. It is kept behind thick protective glass, under carefully controlled temperature and humidity. Thousands of people visit it every year, and almost everyone spends the longest time standing in front of the same page. Some visitors say they see nothing more than an old illustration. Others describe a feeling they cannot fully explain. For many years, different stories have circulated about the library. Some claim that pages can be heard turning in the corridors at night. However, there is no reliable evidence to support those claims. For more than 800 years, people have continued to ask the same question. Was the Codex Gigas really written by Herman alone? Or does it still hold a mystery that has never been fully explained? Science points to years of patient work. The legends tell the story of a single night. Even today, no one knows the complete answer. But one thing is certain. The Codex Gigas remains one of the most extraordinary manuscripts ever created, and the page at its center still waits in silence. What do you think? Was the Codex Gigas simply the result of years of extraordinary human dedication, or is there still an unexplained mystery behind it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every comment, and I'd love to hear your opinion. If you enjoy documentaries about history, mysteries, and forgotten secrets, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Chasing the Truth channel. See you in the next documentary.